Good morning, and welcome to another Sober Sunrise video. It is Tuesday, August 25th, 2025. It is 7:43 a.m. And boy, I am in a lot of pain today. Physical pain, though, the kind that just reminds you that you're 44 years old. All right, so I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Want to get to the reading so I can get to work. But before I do, I want to remind you to please, or I want to ask you to please press the thumbs up button to like the video. It helps get the video out to more people, and we need to expand the reach of the channel and the videos because I want to help as many people as possible. So go ahead and hit the like. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that too. And let's get to the reading. Today's is titled Listening Deeply. August 5th. How persistently we claim the right to decide all by ourselves just what we shall think and just how we shall act. From the book 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 37. If I accept and act upon the advice of those who have made the program work for themselves, I have a chance to outgrow the limits of the past. Some problems will shrink to nothingness, while others may require patient, well-thought-out action. Listening deeply when others share can develop intuition in handling problems which arise unexpectedly. It is usually best for me to avoid impetuous action. Attending a meeting or calling a fellow AA member will usually reduce tension enough to bring relief to a desperate sufferer like me. Sharing problems at meetings with other alcoholics to whom I relate, or privately with my sponsor, can change aspects of the positions in which I find myself. Character defects are identified and I begin to see how they work against me. When I put my faith in the spiritual power of the program, when I trust others to teach me what I need to do to have a better life, I find that I can trust myself to do what is necessary. This is amazing stuff. This is the secret sauce right here, in my opinion. It's a long one, so we'll have to break it down, but this is amazing stuff. So let's go back to the top. Again, we're in the 8th month of the year, so a lot of the stuff that we read this month is going to be related to the 8th step or the 8th tradition. But let's go back to the top. How persistently we claim the right to decide all by ourselves just what we shall think and just how we shall act. This is the mindset most of us have when we come into the program or where we find ourselves before we start to get better. Wanting to control everything, even how we think. And it's a tough spot to be in when you don't have a spiritual foundation on which to lay your actions and your thoughts. And a lot of us don't have a spiritual foundation, at least not a healthy one, when we come in to the program or where we find ourselves at our lowest low, where we really truly need to reach out for help. Our spiritual foundation is not strong. We have what is referred to as a spiritual malady, and it's just a common thread amongst most of us. So we persistently claim the right to decide all by ourselves without any input from anyone what we shall think and how we shall act. So the writer says, if I accept and act upon the advice of those who have made the program work for themselves, I have a chance to outgrow the limits of the past. If you find someone who has what you want, ask them how they got it, and then do what they say. Accept and act upon the advice of those who have made the program work. then you give yourself a chance to outgrow the limits of the past. Some problems will shrink to nothingness. The easy ones to get rid of are things like, well, I shouldn't say easy because it's not for me to decide what's easy for you, but little things that you used to give a lot of your energy to, you'll no longer do that with the little stuff. Let the little stuff go. Somebody cutting you off in traffic, little stuff like that. Stuff that used to really get under your skin and just wreck your whole day and set you off on a negative path from the very beginning of the day. Just let it go. Those problems shrink to nothingness. Others may require patient, well thought out action. Yeah, a lot of them will require patient. Patience is important, but the second part of that is the part that you have to work on really hard. Well thought out action. Patience will be hard at first, especially if you're not used to being patient, but the thought out action part is the part that you really need some help with. You may have to start doing things you're not used to doing, that you used to say was stupid or whatever. Like taking a deep breath, taking 5 deep breaths. Seriously working on breath is a game changer. Oops, sorry about that. Working on breath and breath exercises is a game changer. It can truly change your entire physiology in a matter of seconds or a few minutes. Listening deeply when others share can develop intuition in handling problems which arise unexpectedly. This part you have to make a choice to go somewhere, whether it's in person or on Zoom or whatever, to be around people who have what you want. So going to a meeting or something. And then listening deeply when others share. Not just sitting down and looking at your phone, which I see always. A lot of people, they show up, they sit down in the chair, they're staring at their phone the entire meeting. And I wonder if they're ever getting anything out of it. Don't do that. Be present. Put your phone away. Don't even bring it in the room with you. I don't know. Do something. Turn it off. Sit on top of it. Do something. Be present. Listen deeply when others share. It'll help you develop intuition in handling problems which arise unexpectedly. You'll hear stories about how people went through crazy stuff in their sobriety, the loss of children, crazy things, and how they dealt with it to get through it without having to go back to drinking or using drugs. How did they do it? Well, they're telling you. They're literally sitting there telling you how they did it. And if you can't be bothered to listen, then what do you expect to happen? It is usually best for me to avoid impetuous action. Yeah. Don't react and it's like something happens and you instantly react to it. Take a moment, take a breath, take a beat. Someone says something to you, take a few deep breaths before you reply. Someone cuts you off in traffic, take a few deep breaths before you honk on the horn or drive on their bumper or try to cut them off. Because those little beats between the stimulus and your response, that's where your power lives. That's what Viktor Frankl's, one of my favorite quote ever, is a Viktor Frankl quote. Go look it up. About the space between stimulus and response. Don't act impetuously. Attending a meeting or calling a fellow AA member will usually reduce tension enough to bring me relief to a desperate sufferer like me. To bring relief to a desperate sufferer like me. Yeah, attending a meeting or calling someone. First, take a couple deep breaths, and then do something else. If you really need to, there's a Zoom meeting basically 24 hours a day, 365 days a year at your fingertips. So you can always find a meeting. Might not be a meeting you're comfortable with or something, but it doesn't matter. Those people get you. They get you. So do that, or call someone from your home group or your sponsor or somebody who understands what you're going through. Sharing problems at meetings with other alcoholics to whom I relate. Yeah, I mean, this is seriously, this, like I said at the beginning, this is the sauce. This is the magic stuff. It's not complicated. Sharing problems at a meeting with others. You don't know who you could be helping by sharing your problem at a meeting. There could be someone sitting there who is staring at his or her phone because he or she is really uncomfortable. And what you have to say could be exactly what that person needs to hear. You don't know. Share. You could be saving someone. And I can't tell you how many times, especially early in my sobriety, after a share, the meeting would end and someone would say, "Thank you for sharing. I needed to hear what you said." And I'm not saying that because I have a big ego. I do have a big ego, but this is the honest truth. You don't know what someone else needs to hear. And someone out there needs to hear what you have to say. It can change aspects of the positions in which I find myself too. So yeah, there's selfish reasons to do it as well. There's unselfish reason that you could be helping someone, but it also will help you potentially figure out what you need to do. Character defects are identified, and I begin to see how they work against me. Yeah, that's part of step 4 and step 5, identifying character defects. But the more you share, the more you'll hear yourself talk. And the more honest you are, you'll start to understand, man, every time I share, or most of the times when I share, if I really think about it, I see a pattern forming. What is the pattern? Oh, I'm the common denominator in all these things. I need to think about that. What character defects are shining through in all my shares? But step 4 and step 5 will help you, if you do it with a sponsor, identify some of these character defects and your patterns and stuff like that, and they'll help you work on them. When I put my faith in the spiritual power of the program, when I trust others to teach me what I need to do to have a better life, I find that I can trust myself to do what is necessary. I mean, that sentence alone should be on like every wall of every meeting, I think. When I put my faith in the spiritual power of the program, doesn't mean you have to believe in God. God wasn't even in this reading. When I trust others to teach me what I need to do to have a better life, I find that I can trust myself to do what is necessary. Bang, that's it. That's it. I don't even need to say anything else. So, yeah, this one was amazing. I love this one, August 5th. I love it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you took something and learned something from it. I'm gonna get going. I gotta go to work, and I really can't stress enough how important this one is to understanding what is in the recipe of recovery. This one is like the main ingredient, like this whole reading. It's not just one thing. This is like the technique, right? You take all the ingredients, but then what do you do with them? Are you sauteing? What are you doing, right? This is the technique. So, all right, I gotta go. I appreciate you listening if you've made it this far. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up if you haven't done it. Like the video, share the channel, subscribe to the channel. Share this with someone. Hit the share button, click copy link, and send it to somebody, okay? Whoever you are and wherever you are and whenever you are listening to this, you are enough. You can do this. You can get better. I believe in you, and I support you, and I have been you, and I love you. So you can do this. Keep trying. Don't give up. Just do the best you can today. Just do the best that you can today, and then take a deep breath. Don't let the little stuff bring you down. Take a deep breath and let it go. Do the best you can. You can do it. Love you. Love you all. Have a great day. Goodbye.